Hey there. If you ever feel isolated or like you're trying to figure it out on your own, or if you wish that you had some like minded business owners to throw ideas around with, just this morning, 50 of our Her Business Network members got together on Zoom and they brainstormed ideas for each other's businesses. They held each other accountable, they set their goals. And this is such a powerful way to start to build connections. And when you do this regularly, when you have people that you can do these sorts of things with, you start to build business besties, as I like to call them. And I'm going to talk today about business besties and why we need them, why they're important, even if we are superwoman and we can do it all on our own, why it's important to have some people in our corner. And so this morning, when those members met, they were business besties in the areas of, hey, can we collaborate together? Hey, can I refer you someone? What support do you need? Do you need a resource or an idea? And that's what business besties can do for us. They can really be available to us right when we need them to offer the support that you just can't get by Googling, right? Or just following someone on social media. So, what I wanted to suggest is that you do two things. One, stay close for the next about 15 or 20 minutes. The other thing is, I'm going to tell you about a workshop I have coming up next week where you can meet some of your amazing business besties. So, more on that a little later, because next week I'm going to be showing you how to go from feeling isolated to how to go to feeling connected, how to go from feeling transactional and that you always feel like you're asking for a favor to actually having people you can reach out to. So I'll also tell you how you can land your next client next week. Would that be good? Yeah, I think that would be good. It's hard to do two things at once. I know I'm a woman, I can multitask, but Instagram is here and you are there and you're watching me on YouTube or wherever you are, wherever you join me from, please say hi. It's so important. And you know what it's like, right? When you're out on social media and you're wanting to make sure people are there, they can hear you, they have questions. So I'm here for you for the next 15 or 20 minutes. So here's the reality. Running a business can be lonely. And when we add to that the pressure of having to bring in clients and do social media and set up systems and write a plan and hire staff, it can all be a lot. And as much as our family loves us, they don't always understand. As much as our friends love us, they don't always understand unless they're a business owner. So when we're talking about our latest lead magnet or the fact that we want a membership or that we want something to do with our pop-up or that we want to start a podcast or that team member is driving us crazy, it won't land. Not if you're not talking to business besties, right? So we've got our besties, got my girlfriend Maria. We've been friends since we were 18. I have a lot of friends that I've had for many, many years who I love and adore. But my business besties are a different type of person. They're people who are also growing and scaling their own business. And why I love the Her Business community is because it is a community of women who actually own businesses. They're not thinking about starting a business. They have a business and they're looking to collaborate and work together. Because when you have a need for something in your business, who do you talk to? Who do you talk to about the business things like the ones I just mentioned? Because there is actually statistics that say that loneliness is one of the major causes of businesses dissolving. Women just get so fed up trying to do it on their own, banging their head against a brick wall, that they end up going, surrendering their dreams and going and getting a job. And my goal for you is to have the support, have what you need in order to feel like you're making progress. And when you have business besties, you can reach out to them first. So when you need mentoring or advice, you have an ear, someone who will listen to say, hey, you know what, I think that's a good idea. Or you know what, I think you're going to be wasting your time. Just like in this morning's meeting inside the Her Business Network, where members were using each other as sounding boards on lead magnet covers and course names. I wrote these things down. Systems, how to hire a virtual assistant, how much to pay for a new website, all these things that you need mentoring and advice for. Your business besties can be the people you go to. What about when you need access to information or resources, like what software do you use for the opt-in on your website? Or where do you create your landing pages? Or what CRM do you use? We get that question a lot. Hey, Simone. Thank you. What do you use for project management? Anytime we want information and resources, yes, we can go do comparisons, we can Google, but isn't it great when you've got someone you can say, hey, what are you using? You've got a business kind of like mine. It's about the same size. You, like me, don't have staff, or you do have a small team. What do you use? So mentoring or advice, access to information. What about when you have something to promote? What you never want to have is feel like you're shouting into a void when you have something to sell. When you have business besties, they are there and ready to support you. So inside of our membership right now, someone launches a new range of earrings. There's someone there to say, hey, I'll take some. Someone's doing a styling workshop. Someone else says, hey, you know what? I think my clients would really like that. I'm going to promote that for you. Got a new naturopathic service, a new range of clothes to sell, your knitting membership, your new course to midline managers, that new book you've just released. How do you get the word out about your services? When you have business besties, it's a great place to start. I'll tell you a story. Right now, we are, and I'm talking to you about it today, we are running a workshop next week called Get New Clients Coaching Week. And we had put together a whole big budget to spend on Facebook and Instagram ads. But something's gone wrong with the technology, and we've been talking to 3 different people at Facebook and Instagram to try and figure out why our ads aren't running. But the clock is ticking, and we're getting closer to our start date, which is Monday. And so I reached out to my business besties and I said, you know what? Social media is being a pain in the you know what. This is the program we've got. If you think it's a good fit for your ideal clients, would you be willing to have me on your Facebook group, do a shout out to me on Instagram, run a webinar together, send an email for me? And you know what? They said yes. They said yes. And here I was ready to give all this money to Facebook. Love you, Facebook. But I was relying heavily on that Facebook traffic to fill the workshop next week. And I thought, you know what? I'm sitting here and I have all these people who are just willing to say yes to me. And that's what it's like to have business besties. And I'll tell you where you get started with building those relationships. When it comes to referrals, your business besties are the ones when you say, you know what? I need 3 more clients to meet budget this month. They're going to go, okay, who do I know? Who do I know? Who do I know? Or let me put something out about that. Hey, Robin, I see you. If you're here and you're waving or I'm waving at you, go ahead and say hi. Oh, I can see there's a bunch of comments here. Okay. I see you. When you've got something to celebrate. Now, this is an interesting one because you think, well, you know, why do I need people to pat me on the back when I've done something good? The thing is, as business owners, we don't often get accolades. I was having this conversation with some of our members the other day. When a staff member does a good job or a supplier does a good job, we're usually there to say, yep, great job. But how many times does someone say, you know what? I saw how brave you were putting that money down, making that investment in yourself, getting on that stage and speaking. So your business besties are the ones who are going to be that champion in the corner when you need it most. And sometimes we need that vote of confidence. What about the challenges that we face as business owners all the time? And we do face challenges, whether they are money challenges, team challenges, mindset challenges, that marketing campaign that's just gone through the toilet. Having your business besties to talk to have as a sounding board is so important. We don't want to sort of sit on those challenges, and our kids don't want to hear it. Our family doesn't want to hear it. Our best friends in, non-business besties who are friends may not want to hear it. But you know who does want to hear it? The other business owner who is also having that challenge, who went through that, who is happy to share from her experience. And what about when you're looking for partnerships? So I'm giving you all these examples of ways that business besties can be powerful for your business. If you're looking for partnerships, we're seeing this happening inside of the network all the time. You and I have a similar ideal client. I have an audience, you have an audience. How do I get you in front of my audience? How do you get in front of my audience? How do I get in front of your audience? How can I collaborate? Could we do an email swap? Could we put a proposal together and go for some bigger business together? Because together we're more powerful. Can we do a barter? I'll work on your copy on your website page and you'll help me tutor my child. So those collaborations can come from partnerships. And so I want to ask you, and if you just pop a comment here below, wherever you're watching, whether you're watching in real time or watching the replay, which one describes you? Number one, people have taken my business card at networking events, but I don't have relationships outside of those events with people in my network. That's a number one. Number two is I have a good number of people in my network who I regularly do business with, I'm in contact with, and who regularly offer me support. That would be a number two. And number three is I don't have many people to reach out to for support and advice when I need it. 1, 2, or 3. I would love to know. And you can DM me if you prefer. Because where we're looking to get is to be more connected, to not be in isolation, to not be flying solo, to not be transactional and be that person that is suddenly in someone's inbox 5 minutes after they connect with us. We want to build connections. And your business besties are going to be the most powerful connections. Like I said, they've come to my rescue in the last few days while our Facebook advertising account has been down. And they've given me a world of advice and resources and support. And what you don't want to be doing is asking random people, going into groups where they let you post something and you go, hi, I need help. Who can help me? And you don't have that business bestie relationship. But as a business owner, you do want a safe place where you can ask questions and get trusted answers, and not random answers from people who don't get you. That's what your business besties do. They offer you advice that comes from experience, because they're also doing a lead magnet. They're also running a course. They're also have got an e-commerce store. They're also carrying inventory. They're also doing social media. They're also hiring people. And you want that support from women who are in the thick of growing their own businesses, and men, of course. I have lots of male business besties as well. But inside the Her Business Network, we've got these incredible women business owners on online businesses, offline businesses, big businesses, small businesses, service businesses, product businesses, are all acting as business besties to each other. And just yesterday, one of my business besties, who I hadn't seen in a long time, who I reached out to, had me present inside of her group about our Get New Clients Coaching Week, which is coming up, which we're going to put that link up here wherever you're watching. That is coming up next week. You definitely want to know about that. Tomorrow morning, I'm going live in the Friends group to talk about Get New Clients Coaching Week, because her audience would really get value from it. Later this week, I'm talking to another friend who has an audience that is very similar to mine. We're not competitive. And so he's going to put the word out about a webinar I've got coming up. Are you getting the idea that when you have people around you who you are business besties with, you can really be there for each other? So how do you meet them? You need to be showing up in the right places. So right here, right now, if you're, depending where you're watching me, you might meet some other women. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Chandra. Hello, Robin. You want to show up in the right places. And so you want to be very intentional and very deliberate about where you hang out. Is it an industry association? Is it an in-person networking event? Is it an online group? Is it a particular course? Are you the alumni of something and you're really not reaching into that reservoir of incredible relationships? This morning in our roundtable, I was saying to our members, you want to put this on your calendar every month, because that consistency of showing up, you get known, you get liked, you get trusted. That's how you build relationships. Do you belong to an association, or should you belong to an association where you're going to have like-minded people? Is there a Facebook group that is really ideal for you to show up in again and again? Is it about being more engaging with the audience that you have, and so that they get to know you? I know LinkedIn is great for me for that. Anytime I post on LinkedIn, the people I'm connected to are so encouraging and so supportive. But you have to be there. You have to show up. And you can't do it at arm's length. That's why next week at Get New Clients Coaching Week, we are going to be talking about how to show up, what to say when you show up, where to show up, how to talk about your business in a way that actually makes you get connected with people faster, so that people know, like, and trust you and start to do business with you. Right? That's next week. Because the thing is, you don't want to be out there on your own. You really don't. As powerful as you are, as amazing as you are, just like it's hard to grow a 7-figure business without any team, or even a high 6-figure, it's hard to grow a sustainable business and feel supported unless you have some business besties. And you don't need a lot of people. You just need a few people. How the next time you go, oh, I'm running this marketing promotion again, would you like to support? They're there for you. They see you. They get you. Inside of the Her Business Network, we talk about having a connection network. And that's not about networking, and it's not about networking events. Trust me. It is about creating a group of people around you who can open doors for you that are closed to everyone else, who can make the resources and the knowledge and the contacts available for you right where you need them. And that's exactly what we're talking about at next week's Get New Clients Coaching Week. So I would love to invite you to join the Her Business Network, but right now the network is closed. But in the meantime, I want to give you this access to some women who might become your business besties, because you're going to meet them next week. I'm going to facilitate some networking. You're going to make some connections. But also, it's not just that. I'm going to arm you with the tools to be able to talk about your business in a way that's never rambly, that's never showy, that doesn't feel like you've got tickets on yourself, but that feels really comfortable, where you can make an offer without sort of holding back, where you know who your ideal client is, so that you're really speaking to them. So I want to invite you to join me at Get New Clients Coaching Week next week, because if you've ever struggled to explain what you do to attract new clients, I have a process that works, and I'm giving you that process next week. And I'm doing that in an environment of other women business owners. We've got a great group of business owners coming along. And whether you're extroverted or introverted, whether you have a service business or a product business, whether you're just starting out or you've been in business for a long time, I encourage you to be there, to invest less than an hour a day to really work on building your relationships. So this is how Coaching Week works. It starts on the 11th. It starts on the 5th, which is Monday, and it ends on the Sunday. Daily coaching sessions live in a private Facebook group. They're going to be about 30 to 60 minutes. They will be recorded and they'll stay in the group until the end of the week so you can catch up. Implementation worksheets where you are filling in the blanks of the processes that I know work to get business besties, to get referrals, to get new clients, to generate leads, to market your products and services. There's live coaching in case you have questions on how to implement any step of our process. I'll be available there to answer your questions live. And then at the end of the week, we celebrate. We celebrate the progress you've made, the new relationships you have, the new clients that you've gotten. And when you do this week, here's some of the things that we've seen. People start to create a wait list of clients ready to do business with them. They're getting more referrals and word of mouth free clients without having to attract tire kickers. They go from holding back when it comes to talking about their offers to feeling so confident in the value that they bring that they're able to ask for the sale unapologetically. You'll learn to clearly communicate your value. And why is all this important? Because that is how you build relationships with customers, with referrers, with sponsors, with PR agencies. These are all important elements. And we'll be talking about how to get out in front of your ideal client confidently, unapologetically, and as the full true you, bringing your strength, your experience, your expertise. This is another thing we were talking about this morning in our members meeting. Authority. You have experience. You have a product and service someone really needs. And if you're not getting enough people, if you're not reaching enough people, if you're not getting enough new clients, then you definitely want to be over at hercoachingweek.com is where you'll get the information for the Get New Clients Coaching Week, which starts on Monday morning. So I encourage you, whether you join me next week or you join me when the network opens, or you just continue to watch here and follow our channel here, that you really lean in onto your business besties. And you know what relationships are like. Someone's not going to be your bestie if you're not investing in that relationship. But it doesn't have to take a lot of time. It doesn't have to take a lot of money or a lot of energy because we're all busy. That's why at Coaching Week next week, I'll talk to you about the 3 things that you can do to continue to build deeper, more meaningful relationships so that you can get new clients, so that you can reach more people, so that you can have collaborators on hand, so that you never feel like you're shouting into a void when you have a promotion. I'd love to see you there. Just head on over to hercoachingweek.com to get all the details. I know some of you who are watching are already coming along. I look forward to meeting you, to supporting you, to helping you make those connections. And we get started on Monday morning. But you definitely want to get in now because we're opening the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, later today. And I'd love for you to be in there already starting to make some of those connections. If you've got any questions at all, DM me or just leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.